Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna create top-down scroller game, and it's been so long I made a new video, and so let's get started. Let's make a new project. This is just the basics of the game. If you want, you can put in the comments what do I do more. Let's just get started. So Scratch is loading. Okay, so here we are. Let's get started. So what we want first is a player so we can walk. Let's call this sprite player so we don't confuse between any other sprite. Let's make square, add small square. If you want, you can do anything you want. I'm just gonna make it small, it's square. Then press shift so he stays a square. Now I'm just gonna get his outline. No outline, good. Now here we have our small cute square. Okay, let's make a new sprite. This sprite is gonna be the level. Level finished. Now let's convert to bitmap. Let's do it black. Okay, good. Let's zoom out. I'm just gonna make the level as I want. Here, 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 and here, here, here. Good. Here we have the level. Now we want this level to be sized as 300 because we're gonna scroll. Make it scroll. Now let's go to when green flag clicked. Set size. Oh, set size here to 300. And let's just switch custom to 1. Now it's already sized big, but it's 150. So what can we do to trick Scratch so we can let it be 100, 300. Let's duplicate this or just make a new costume, and we're gonna call this dot. And I'm just gonna draw a small dot. It's not a dot. Just gonna leave it like that. And first thing is we're gonna switch costume to dot. Now yes, we are 300. That's cool. Now let's get into the point where we start. Now first thing, when we want our variables so we don't create them while we are in the video. We already have them. No, so we want the scrolling. We're gonna create first one called scroll X. Now leave it for all sprites, so all sprites can scroll. And scroll Y. Same for all sprites. So all sprites can scroll. Now every sprite has its own X and Y. So make a new variable called X for the sprite only, and make a new variable called Y for the sprite. Now I have a trick that I just put the X here and the Y here so I don't recreate them at the level. So now we already have the X and Y. So now that's great. So let's get started. First thing what we want is so that the sprite gets in the front. So just let one green flag click to the front. Now we want so that we set everything. We don't. So when the game starts, everything is set to 0. So scroll Y to 0, set X to 0, and set Y to 0. Now that's great. But now we want the player to have. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna let the player be bigger. Here, 300. So now we want the player to scroll, or even just to make him walk and have collisions. Collisions is like when I touch this wall, I don't get inside it, I hit it. Like when you're walking and you run into a wall, you hit the wall, you don't get inside the wall. It will be a bit cursed. Okay, awkward. Just put a repeat until. Now why didn't we put a forever? Because because this repeat until, in later episodes we're gonna fill it inside here. So just where you broadcast a new message called setup, so that we set everything up. Setup. Okay. Now we'll go to the what was it called? Go to the level. Let's broadcast. No, let it when I receive setup. Now we don't really need to put setup here. We put setup here at the and we put it broadcast and wait, so that when the code runs, it broadcasts setup and wait. Because if it was very fast, it's gonna be laggy. So now we wanted to broadcast new message. Let's make this new message be called move player, so that we can move. Yay, we're gonna move. Okay, so in this move player, when I receive move player, let's make a new block called move player. Remember, we don't really want it fast, so just move player here. So that's why we're not gonna take the run without screen refresh. So put move player here and take this move player, make if then, put if then. I'm just gonna put the first if then when up arrow key press. And what we want from when the up arrow key press, let's make a new block called try move. This is for collisions, and this is here for collisions. And don't put it run without screen refresh, because if you put a run without screen refresh, it's gonna start without pressing the green flag. We don't want that. When we press the green flag, we can move. Try move X, put an input of X. Try move Y, just put here Y. We don't really need to put here try move, and here put Y. There we go. Now put the try move here, and try move here, put 0 because we're not gonna walk, and here put 4. Yeah, it's top 10 scroller game. We don't really need gravity. In other videos we're gonna see how gravity works in Scratch. Now if then down arrow key press, we do the same thing, but we do minus, because negative is down and positive is up. Now we're just gonna tell how it works. Here put the try move. 0 minus 4. Okay, so what we're gonna do, up is Y, up and down is Y, vertical is Y. Now putting the player down, as you can see, the Y gets negative. Putting the player up, as you can see, the Y gets positive. Right. Yeah, the Y gets positive. That means it's bigger is up, smaller is down. The same for the X, but the X left is left is less and right is more. See here, it's 178 because it's on the right, and left is minus 178. It's good. Now duplicate these two. Now let's make so that you can walk on X. If then left arrow key press or right arrow key press. I'm just gonna put left first. No, here 4, here minus 4, and Here put in 0. Good. Now if then, another if then, put if then right arrow key press, try move 4 and 0. Now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna let them go to, okay, and now we're gonna let here so we can walk. Now here, as you can see, we're not walking because we didn't put any script. Okay, so put a go to, put minus, bring two things, minus, plus. Okay, now here scroll Y, scroll X. I love starting with the X. X. Now here add X. If you can, or if you want, just name them add X, because we're adding an X. But I just love calling them X because isn't it better to call them X in order to really like putting it add X, like it gets, the script gets very long, or I don't like this being fat. Minus, plus, put in Y here, go to Y, the normal Y position, no, put the Y, scroll Y. Now we want some collisions, so we can't just put level, we can't put level. If only the stage was black, we can put level, but inside the level it's black, so we're just gonna put an if then, not touching, color, yeah, there's touch, not touching color, where, good, let's put this, and here change X and change Y, put and change X by X so that we walk, and change Y, oh, we'll duplicate everything, and change Y by Y. Shall we give that a test? Let's see. Okay, cool. Cool, we're walking. We're not scrolling, but we can still walk. Cool. Isn't cool? He's cute, yeah? Or he's not. See? He's very cool. Cute. We can walk. And we can collisions, we're not getting inside. Yahoo! Now let's make so that we can scroll. First thing, we need to move the level. Let's broadcast something new. Broadcast move level. Here. Move level. Oh. Why does this always happen? Move level. Now what we want in the move level, we want to scroll. Now just when I receive move level, go to X, put here minus, go to X minus scroll X, and then duplicate. No, I'm not gonna duplicate that because this mouse can't duplicate. I don't know why. Needs a lot of time to can duplicate. I'm tablet, so it's bad. I mean, tablet is good, but the mouse is bad. Okay, good. So now let's just put this script also in the level sprite. So let's see. That's in level sprite. Oh, and it's put in a good place, not on top of any script. Okay, let's go here. Now we're gonna do the last scripting in this episode. Put a minus X by scroll X, and put the now what? Why did we put a divide? Now put the divide. I'm just gonna put divide by 10. Now we put the divide so we so when we walk, the camera will walk. The camera will add 10. Like will move 10 steps when we walk. So that's good, and this is smooth scrolling. And in top-down scroller games, we need move scrolling because it's cool. It's not like just setting them. Okay, good. Now scroll. Now let's see. Yay! Look, we're scrolling. Yes, that's good. Now, guys, I'm sorry to